Yo guys, what is up? Max on a Wonderlands video, and today I want to walk you through Tiny Tina's Wonderlands character creator and how creating your first character works in the game. I've been playing the game for about a week now. I've been having a blast. I will have so many videos out on it, but I want to just start with how the game starts, with how you create a character, and that first option begins with your difficulty. Now, your difficulty, you can change at any time. They have the intense difficulty, which you'll deal less damage and enemies deal more damage, as well as you getting bonus gold and moon orbs. Moon orbs are the currency that you use to re-roll like enchants. You have balanced, which is like the intended way to play the game, or like the normal difficulty. And then you have relaxed, where you will deal more damage and then enemies deal less damage to you. We're just going to do intense just for the sake of showing this off to you. Then there's cooperation and competition. You know this if you played Borderlands 3. Basically, is your loot shared or is it split between the two of you? Next up, we're gonna skip this cutscene because I don't want you guys to see this. So we skip the cutscene and then we get to your character picker. Now this, you kind of start with like a blank slate of your character, and we can pick any character for this. Let's go, for this example, let's go a berserker. So once you pick your class, then you get into your character customization. Now down here you can see that the slider overdrive is disengaged. If we hit randomized, we will get some like pretty normal looking characters, right? Like they're pretty crazy looking, but like nothing too crazy. If you turn on slider overdrive, now there is no limits to how big you can make your ears, or how crazy you make your nose, or how distorted your face looks. So now when we hit randomize, we're gonna get like very different looking characters. One thing to note is your customization options that you see available to you when you first start the game expand. So one of the item drops in this game are cosmetics, and when you get those cosmetics, you can change how your armor looks. You get new hairstyles, you get new facial hairstyles. You start with a solid option of customizations, but as you play the game, you're just going to unlock more. Let's just see if we can get like a somewhat decent looking character. Yeah, perfect. That one, that's great. That looks very interesting. Okay, we're gonna start with this one. So then with your body type, you can go that one or this one. I'm gonna pick that one. Body size, we've got slider overdrive, so we can make very big character or very small character, as well as make the size of our head anything that we'd like. Now for voice, there's a bunch of different options. You've got clever, gruff, strange, and gallant. And let's say you want to do gruff. You can do gruff and then make it a like high-pitched voice.
What have we here?
Like very high-pitched voice. Or like very deep and turn into Batman.
What? I'm vain. Get.
What? I'm vain. Get over it.
Do another one.
I could do with a change.
Yeah, so you can get pretty crazy with your voice. You can also pick your pronouns, which is awesome. And then we get into our next part, which is facial features. There is just so many options here for how you want to make your character look. Obviously, our character looks absolutely absurd right now. But as you can see, some of these things are things that I've unlocked, so you may not see all these options. But in terms of the way you're able to customize your character, it gets pretty absurd, pretty crazy. Let's go back, and you can also randomize each thing. So now just here, I can randomize my face. Did some of these creations that you could make. Also, you can change this at any point. So like if you really like your character, or you like really don't like it, you can change it at any point. I'm just, for the point of this video, going to turn slider overdrive off real quick and get more of a normal looking character to just show you guys what you can do. All right, there's our character. Here's some of the facial feature options. We've got this cool mask that I unlocked. Bunch of different facial options, hair colors. It gets, if you could not tell already, very in-depth. You could turn off ear symmetry, so you can make one ear like very small and one ear very big, you know, because like why not? You could make your nose very crazy and as big as you'd like. Nose height, mouth symmetry, mouth shape, upper lip, mouth height, eye symmetry. You could turn that off and then like change how one eye is going to look. Eye symmetry off, eyelashes. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot you could do with your character. And that brings us to our next thing that I wanted to show you guys. Next up, you've got face decorations in terms of like scarring that you put on your character. You can kind of do whatever. We've got tattoos we can put on our character. You can change the orientation of the tattoo, change the color of the tattoo. There's eyeliner options, eyeshadow, blush color, lipstick. If we wanted to put some lipstick on, like, I don't know. It's one of the most in-depth character creators that I've ever used, which is crazy because it's in a Borderlands game, which isn't known for character customization. And then you get to your armor customization, and with that, you can change the color or the appearance of all the different pieces of gear that you're wearing and change the colors that they look. So you can get very much in-depth with your character. If you couldn't already tell from all of this, now that we have our character, let's just say we like this is the look we're going for, then you get to your background, which is going to determine your starting stats. We've got right here the Village Idiot for the archetype thick with 2 C's, giving you extra strength but lower intelligence. We've got Raised by Elves, which is going to give you increased crit chance but lower HP and max ward. We've got Failed Monk, archetype nerd, to lower your crit damage and crit chance but increase your spell cooldown and status damage. We've got the Inventory Hoarder, Pack Rat. Is going to give you lower dexterity but increased strength, increased attunement, and lower constitution. And then Road Alchemist, which is different types, meaning you lower crit chance, increase status damage, and lower HP and ward. For this video, we're going to pick the Village Idiot just because I want to show you guys. These are permanent. This decision is one of the only decisions that is forever on your character. Once you pick your starting stats, they are locked. The ones that I would recommend if you're looking for it is probably either Village Idiot or Raised by Elves. The Raised by Elves gives you a small boost to your crit chance with slightly lower HP, which isn't going to affect you too much. And then the Village Idiot's going to give you a bunch of crit damage for a little bit lower spell cooldown. But yeah, this choice is obviously up to you. Pick the background which you'd like. And then once you get into it, once you pick your background, then you can spec your first 10 points. These 10 points where you spec them, you can respec at any time. But for example, if I started into 18, it's going to give me 10% crit damage. I could put the rest of these here, and then I've got 22.5% increased crit damage, and that's how you're going to start the game. Then you have to name your character, and then you're into the game. And guys, that is it for the video. I just wanted to show you, once you're done creating your character, you get a cool little sheet with your stats, with what your character looks like, with what your background is going to be. And I don't want to hit the start button because that'll get us into the game. But yeah, just a quick little walkthrough of how character customization works in Wonderlands. You can get pretty crazy with it. I will catch y'all on the next one, guys, and take care. Peace.